Oh my God.
All right. We are live. Tap and Birdie, the return. It's been 5 or 6 weeks since I've done one of these. And, time has really been different for me. I've been a changed man, since I've last came on here and talked to you about the upcoming PGA Tour event. And we're back for one of the best events of the year, one of the most intriguing events of the year, one of the most events that I'm most excited for, and I know many of you feel the same. So I'm very excited to be back. I'm with my good friend Matt Gannon, aka Jersway, aka the golf betting tips chart. He runs that account. If you didn't know that, a fantasy football god, a college stud, owns Towson.
Some
Has
would say.
20 tattoos, like just a great guy. And you're joining me for the Sandy F this week.
That was an amazing introduction. I couldn't have drawn it up any better, and I appreciate everything you said. And yeah, Sandy F week. Where else would I rather be than Tuesday night tapping Birdie, talking some Sandy F? This is what we sign up for. This is what we do. Golf is back. I'm ready to rock.
Golf is back. At this point,
so back.
It's back. We kind of were halfway back last week with the President's Cup. But the season doesn't feel like it really starts for me until the Sanderson Farms. That's really when, things get going for me. But, I want to be honest with my viewers. I know there will be many of you out there tonight listening to this. I don't really care about this event. I don't really care about the swing season. I'm not Jones into pod. I'm not Jones into make mad bets. I'm not feeling it right now. And I don't want to come across to my podcast listeners that I'm really high for the swing season and I think it's super profitable and there's an edge. I don't believe that. I don't think that's really the case, to be honest.
Some would disagree. Some would disagree.
Some would disagree, and that's fine. But that we'll see. The numbers don't lie. With the swing season, that's my take on it. The numbers don't lie. I've always believed that my whole life. So, what are your thoughts about? This is in my opinion, the darkest swing season event, right? This is the worst swing season event.
Well. This has a special place in my heart because I did hit Sergio here 2 years ago at 66-1. Literally, I don't know why I bet it, but I hit Sergio here. So this one is always going to be all right, Sandy F week. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. But no, I do agree with you. It's a boring course, Jackson, Mississippi. Do I even want to put on PGA Tour Live Thursday morning? No, but I will. And it's so bland. I was going to see JT Poston and Joel Damon in a featured group. It is what it is. But it just feels good for me because I did hit a winner here, but I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're saying.
I don't even think, I think it's harder to hit a winner in the swing season.
100%.
Versus
that's not a crazy
whatever, how many weeks it is. If you just took any 8-10 week span on the PGA Tour regular season, it's a lot harder to hit a winner. It's a lot harder to have great DFS lineup. It just is, in my opinion, because I think these fields that we're going to see, I just think that there's a chance that the favorite is just going to keep winning. And
that'd be a shame. That'd be a shame
for the PGA Tour, in my opinion.
Huge problem.
I think that, if, I don't think this will happen, but if it goes Max Homa, Sam Burns, Sungjae Im, and they all win at 10-12-1, that's not good for the sport. The reason why the PGA Tour is the PGA Tour is because you can get a long shot winner, you can get an amazing story, you can get a 5-year exemption, you can get into all the majors just by winning one of these events. Last 2 weeks ago, if Danny Willett were to win the Fortinet, that would have been a way, 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 way better story and moment for the PGA Tour than Max Homa winning. Max Homa winning for the Fortinet does virtually nothing for the PGA Tour. It doesn't help its brand at all. It doesn't help bettors. It doesn't help casual fans. It's just the most expected outcome, and that's not what I like about the PGA Tour.
No, I agree, and it's just like I don't think we're gonna get another 10-1 winner just because of the volatility of these swing season events. But like Sam Byrne has defended like the last 3 events he's played, or last 2, like Valspar, and then what was the other one he just defended at? I
No,
can't even remember.
no,
Yes, he's
he
defended
only
twice.
defended once. He didn't win the
Oh,
Charles Schwab, but he still
right. Okay.
defended the Valspar.
So if he does it again, like you said, it's not good for the tour. But I don't think that's going to happen. These swing season events are glorified Corn Ferry events with a few bigger names, and I just feel like there's so much. This is when we meet those names. This is when we meet those Mito Pereiras, like last year, the
And
few
Cam
guys that came
Youngs.
up, and Cam Youngs and Davey Rise.
Yeah.
But so we'll see. We're gonna meet some of those guys. We already got Harrison Endicott from last week, and we're gonna get a few more like this week, every single week. We got Thigala. He finished what, 8th here last year?
No,
So,
it really is. It really is true. Like the gala, this was his first big event. Mito at the Fortnet was his first big event. Cam Young at this event was like his first like real big thing. So yeah, I who is it going to be? Taylor Montgomery. Like I don't know. Like it just
Thigala literally winning.
I'm sure. Like I am sure the gala is winning. Before we go any further, obviously, the reason I'm here is because BetSperts. I would not be doing a show if I was not, sponsored. But they're great, and they put out great. Like I know, like I'm sponsored by like the golf stuff, but like their fantasy football stuff is really great. And like I'm a casual fantasy football guy. Like it's all luck, no skill. It's bullshit. Like I really enjoy their content. So like BetSport as a brand, go check them out. I know they're kind of a competitor to Fantasy Points, which you put out content for, but you and Dom are great. Always watch it on Wednesday nights. So go check out BetSperts. They're great, and they're a great sponsor for me. And
Yeah, competition is great. There's no growth without competition.
That's why I support Live. Like that's why I support Live, because it's like, like it's actually like good for the PGA Tour, like if there's competing interests. But like,
and with that comment, Tap and Birdie is over for the night. So
yeah,
thank you guys.
I mean, like I'm all in. But President's Cup last week, we should probably talk about it because I'm not going to be recapping the Sanderson Farms next week unless I hit a winner. Obviously, that'll be sick. But I enjoyed the President's Cup, barring the fact that I lost. Like I was like making like 2-leg parlays with favorites, like plus 150, and like
everyone.
I didn't do well. Like it was like embarrassing. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, I lost this like 5-leg parlay. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, right. You're gonna lose a 5-leg parlay. Like that's fine. But like it was just 2 legs. And I irresponsibly bet on Sunday. I think that's the largest bet I've ever placed. Just emptied out my balance and it won. So like we're like halfway back, but it's like, like it could have been a lot better.
Yeah, I thankfully didn't bet any matchups I just hate betting matchups in golf in general. Was able to get to that minus 300, 320, had way too much on that, admittedly. Luckily came through. And I didn't do much Pres Cup watching. I was busy with school, with
college
football, NFL, and I was checking the scores regularly. It was a great outcome. Obviously, I feel like it was over on Thursday. I know you had that big bet of minus day one winner. So I feel like it was over after that. They kind of had a little bit of a charge late Saturday, early Sunday, but we got it done. We did what we should have done, and we move on to Rome is next, and then that next team event.
Yeah.
So I think we're in a good spot in these team events. We did what we should have done. We didn't embarrass them, but I didn't think we were going to embarrass them. It was basically how I expected it to go.
Yeah. Like I thought it was a really good outcome for the PGA Tour. Just given that it was close, given that the international team had a lot of character and like moxie, and they were really fun and entertaining to watch. Like I think that was great for the event, obviously. And like obviously like Liv like gets into it, and like obviously Neiman and Cam Smith and Answer would have been on the team, but like people like saying like Louis and Leash, like obviously it's hindsight 2020 because like they played the event, but like I would have taken like Mito, Cam Davis, Siwoo Kim
over Louis and Leash.
Over like Louis and Leash, like even Answer, kind of like Answer.
You hate Answer, but yeah,
I don't hate Answer, but like I don't even think like obviously like even like Pendrith, like his record didn't reflect well, but like Pendrith played really well. He's winning the 2023 Wells Fargo Championship. Like,
if Justin Thomas doesn't play.
yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Just that's fine. But like I thought like the internationals, like obviously Best sucked, but like I don't like who even do you take off that team for Leash, Answer, and
I mean, like the last two guys were like the last two guys that were in. Honestly, is the answer, which was what was that? Cam Davis and Pendy.
yeah,
I mean, they didn't
like
play back. Cam played all right, but Pendy didn't have a great record, but he's still like a good golfer. But like, it's just like those are the guys that would have not been there. Would they have done better with those guys? Probably not. Like,
yeah.
definitely not. But it is what it is. Like,
It would have been obviously it would have been closer with Cam Smith and Neiman.
Oh yeah.
But
We
like
would've
I
still
think
won.
like the fringe guys like were pretty good. Like obviously Seabass like never would have made the team, maybe even not Mito, but like they played well. I
Dude,
thought
Bermuda, bro.
yeah, it's true. Like you just kind of gotta be wary of that. But yeah, I enjoyed watching it. Like yeah, I didn't win as much money as I thought I could. Like I thought like oh it's just super easy. You just like parlay two legs together and like they win. But we move forward. I haven't had to deposit into DraftKings since I think Poston won.
The Open.
No, like when Poston won the John
Poston won
Deere,
first.
like I haven't
Right.
deposited on DraftKings since then.
Okay.
And it's like it's been dope because like I don't want to fucking deposit every week, and like I can just bet bigger, and like I kind of lost like a lot of it. And I play some bets like genuinely I don't regret withdrawing because I would rather have the money in there and just gamble for free than like deposit 100. Like no, I didn't need to withdraw. Like I got money, like it's all G. But like I just don't want to get to a point where like depositing to bet on
every week
the swing season. Like I need to hit a winner.
It's Sandy F week, and we're going to talk about some winners in a second, and we're going to find them because it's most likely saved.
Yeah, no, I'm down. Let's get into it. Sanderson Farms, Country Club of Jackson, have a pretty good group of winners. Sam Burns, Sergio obviously,
Garcia,
Munoz. Wish he was in this week. Probably would have bet him. And then you have Cam Champ, Ryan Armour, winning this event. So like a pretty like good group of guys. like it's a better like winner group than like most swing season events. I think
whenever Ryan Armour's in that group, it's like this is an event you're going to want to watch, and you're going to want to watch thoroughly because everyone knows that Ryan Armour thing.
Like I don't even remember doing a show for the Sanderson Farms last week. Like last year, all I remember is like, oh, Sam Burns won as the favorite, and it wasn't even like it was like one of the most like ridiculous favorites. Like it wasn't like now he's a favorite.
Yeah,
it was like
he wasn't Sam Burns yet.
It was like Sam Burns is a favorite of this tournament. Like what the fuck? And then
same thing last week. Like Max Homa, first time he's ever a favorite, wins.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
Look, I'm about like the course, like what people are looking at. I would say that longer hitters have won here. Like anytime, like Cam Champ, Sergio, and Sam Burns, like they're all pretty elite drivers of the ball.
But Ryan Armour won the year before.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Bet whoever you want. You can make a case for anybody. I don't care. Like it doesn't matter. Like just
it's not that big.
I'm not looking at many stats or like key things. Like if a guy's like long, like sure. Like if he's short, sure. Like if he's wayward off the tee, sure. If he's deadly accurate, sure. Like whatever you want this week, truly, like just do it. Like it doesn't matter. You have the winner. He's going to
one
win
of the
for
five,
the first time on the PGA Tour. Everyone that's been betting him, this is the week. It's a true Zalatoris at St. Jude situation. Like you're gonna want to hop on now because this is when he gets it done. Sahith Theegala, 20-1, your first bet.
Yeah. See, I thought you were gonna say Will Gordon at first, but we'll go with
we'll go with Theegala. We'll get to Will.
We'll go with Theegala. Yeah, 8th place here last year, 6th place last week at the Fortinet. It's you've taught me this. Recent form plus course history. You don't overthink it. You put those two things
Boom.
together, you win golf tournaments. But look, so he's been great this last 5 tournaments. No worse finish than we had one outside of the top 20, then a 13th, a 15th, 8th last week. He's just playing good golf, and we know how ceiling and floor he gets though. So he can easily have one of those weeks that's just super wayward. It won't kill you here, but just super wayward and super off. When he's off, he's really off. But I just think he's playing too good. He's playing with a little chip on his shoulder because he could have easily been that President's Cup final pick over Kisner. And I think he's playing with a little chip on his shoulder. A great Sunday at the Fortinet. Just missed the top 5 by 1 stroke. So I like him to continue that momentum. And I'm happy he's not the most tipped golfer because I can now bet him at 21-1.
Done. Like, done. That's it.
Don't overthink
it's a hit. And like he, stats, I'm on top of these things. I think he was like had a share of the lead for the first 3 rounds and had a really bad Sunday. Learning experience. Like he played a lot better than his finish, showed per se. So yeah, love it. Hith, I won't be there. I don't think I'm going to go that short, but I'll be celebrating with you when he wins. And I booked it for you. So that might come out, of my pocket. What book did you place it on and what price did you get?
365 21-1.
Okay. That's a vibe. Like that's
yes. What is he like market now? Around 20, 21?
I caught a vibe, like baby are you coming for the ride. Like
yeah, he was 25. He was 25. I missed that early in the week, but I got the 21 is what it is.
Yeah. I don't get why you're betting Russ Henley. This is not the Sony. This is not the Wyndham. This is not the RSM. Like, this is not a Russ Henley spot, and he's 25-1. I know you like to zag. I know you like to be a little weird, but like, what's up with Russ Bus this week?
About 30, in between 35 and 40% of the shots will come inside 100 to 150 yards. He's first in this field in that distance range. So you add that, you add the Bermuda, which he is objectively good on, but he has not been the last 5 weeks.
You bet Russ Henley on Bermuda. So I'm down.
Yeah. He's literally, some people call him Denny Henley, but that's just like a recent thing. You bet Russ Henley on Bermuda at positional, even though this isn't positional. Bermuda courses with wedges. That's all I have to think. It's just not that deep. I like Russell Henley in a field that he is objectively a top 5 player in. Can he get just please, if you watch Russ Henley at the Wyndham at the last few events, he was putting. I've never seen so many shots put to 5 feet and so many putts missed by like so far. He's got 3 weeks off, 4 weeks off to fix that putter. Fix it, Russ. Just please do it for us because you are the best iron player in this field. Just make a few putts. That's all.
Okay, I appreciate you sticking with your guns.
Yes.
There was a time in your life where Russ Henley was on the blacklist and where legitimately the whole world bet him at the Wyndham and you didn't. And to see you come around, it's great. It's great to see. I enjoy it, and I appreciate you changing things because it's not you can't always be out on somebody. Right. So you're
not going with anyone up top here.
No, I think the first guy again. I haven't wagered this, but I think I'm going to. But the first guy I'm going to bet at the top is going to be Scott Stallings. 30-1. Like I'm down. Was playing some good golf towards the end of last season. Again, kind of flamed out a little bit at the Tour Championship. Like basically came in dead last. He came in dead last there, but that's okay. He was just happy to be there, but easily could have won the BMW and then played well at the Wyndham, the Rocket, the John Deere, and the Travelers. I think he's someone that's pretty good off the tee. I think that's definitely what his skill set is. Like I think he's definitely like a quote unquote bomber. Mm-hmm. And he's due for a win. Has he played here before?
He's won
played
this
here
event
a bunch
before.
of times.
He's won this event before.
No,
yeah, he has.
It's
in
not
2012.
On...
The True South Classic. Before it was turned the
I mean, like usually people win events 10 years later. Like Tiger Woods at the Masters.
Ever heard of it?
Like Scott Stallings at
the
Sanderson. Like that's kind of he missed a cut here last year, but he was 6th in 2020. That's enough for me. Scott Stallings 30-1. I'm down. I'm betting it. Are you? I know you're not. Are you decreasing your unis a little bit for the swing season, or are you sticking with
No.
the same unis?
No, what'd you hit? What'd you hit? 7 winners last year? I think we both hit 7 last year.
Yeah, I think I hit 7.
I hit 7 too, and 2 of them were in the swing season. So they were all the same amount. Yeah, so I going with the same amount. It's 2.5 to win 17.5. Scott Stallings is on the card as well. I'm telling you, actually, he's another guy who's great in these wedge ranges. Besides Sam Burns, actually better than Sam Burns. He ranks first in strokes gained total the last 4 weeks this season in this field. So playing some great golf, kind of packed into the Tour Championship, like you said. I don't know. I think he kind of got behind and it was like, this is the last week. I'm happy to be here. He lost literally 13 strokes ball striking.
Yeah, I thought that was a mistake, but
yeah,
that seems to
strokes.
be the case. But Colin Moore. No, I'm not sure if someone's ever really done that and then won.
Kevin Kisner.
The next week,
Kevin Kisner.
It's true. That's true. Okay, so there's always something you can point to.
Shout out, John,
as to why you want to bet them. So this is the swing season vibe. I don't want to talk about guys like we're not betting. Like, I don't need to
no.
People, like, we can just vibe out.
What about Davey Rye?
Davey Rye, look, it's like, I don't want to backpedal. Like, I don't Jeff, my initial is oh, Davey Rye was legit god awful at the Fortinet, was really bad.
Yeah, I bet him. It was,
that's my impression of Davey Rye. I'm not but he's a good course fit. I'll give you that. He should play well on this course. He hasn't played well on this course. 2 missed cuts in his last starts. He's obviously a better golfer now. I'm making the case for him, Sam Burns, Valspar, playoff.
Right. No, yeah.
I mean, so I'm not betting him.
I'm going to be honest with you.
What?
You know how I texted you about the chart? If Davey
Rye is
the most tipped golfer. If Davey Rye wasn't the most tipped golfer and it was Tahith Theegala, Davey Rye would be on my card along with other long shots. But that's how I work. I have to zag every single time. Yeah. So I like Davey Rye. Davey Rye's fit. The ball striking wasn't bad last week. He kind of just putted horrendously. And if you look back at his last 10 starts, he's been +5 in almost every single stat. If he has a week where he puts 2 of those together, we know what the ceiling could be. So will that be this week? No, because he's most tipped.
Yeah. So most tipped, bad course history, horrible last start. If that beats me, that's fine. That's chill. All good. I like to banter with people on Twitter. It's just fun. Angie pressured me into side wagering. Sure, I'll probably lose. Because anytime I'm super against someone, they win. But
Max home at Fortinet.
Yeah, that's one. I think I was against Kisner, but we had a different season. We vibed last season. We hit bets. Bankrolls up. We lost it, but we're good on money right now. Straight up,
we're good.
If anyone, I know my DMs were flooded with people wondering about my finances. We're good. We're vibing right now. We're not moving out. Again, DMs flooded. Not moving out. We're losing weight. We're drinking high noons instead of Modelo's. We're playing a lot more tennis. We're doing cardio at the gym. We're watching what we eat because I don't want a beer belly just yet. Just give me some time. Matt, we're friends.
2 more years.
I like to drink my beer. I like to drink my beer, but I found out that Modelo's have 15 carbs and 150 calories. These have 2 grams of carbs and 100 calories. You drink 12, it's it's not good, but it's a lot better. So we're going to do the high noons. We're going to play tennis. We're going to lose some weight. Again, a lot of people have been wondering about my weight loss journey. And we're going to keep updated. We're going to keep everyone updated. on it. I said we talked about David Wright. He's the only guy we're going to talk about that we're not betting. Actually, one more. First guy that was like, this number's wrong, value plus EV, like my numbers had him a little bit lower. Like Keegan Bradley, like I don't get why he's 40-1 in this field. Like, why is Keegan Bradley 40-1? And like, I'm not going to say the worst number, but like JT Poston and like Russ Henley and like Zayden Haddon Grillo are like, literally, that doesn't really make.
It's because he hasn't gained strokes on approach since July.
And it's not the East Coast, and he can't get to 20 under.
Yeah, therefore
he can't
win.
Like genuinely, like I would like. It's a good number. He won't get to 20 under. Like I am so comfortable passing on Keegan Bradley. Like he legitimately cannot get to 20 under.
I wish Corey Connors was in this field so bad.
Why?
Because that would boost everyone's number. And if Corey Connors was in this field, he would have literally zero chance to win. Like his like implied win probability would probably be like 4.5%.
And he would be 30-1.
No, he wouldn't. He would be 19-1.
Erroneous.
What was he last week at the Fortinet?
Dude.
Missed the cut.
Yeah. I mean, no, he
was 14-1.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that was like the worst number. I think he was like 20 in other places. I think on King's book he was like 30. Look, yeah, no, Keegan, good number. He's not winning. He can't get to 20 under. Like, it's not even like your take, like, oh, Zalatoris can't win unless it's 3 under. That's your take. Like, it's like you've died on that hill. Like, Zalatoris can't win unless it's 3 under. That's
not that. No, I did not say that.
Keegan Bradley won't get to 20 under. Okay, we're not talking about anyone else other than who we're betting now. I'm betting Trey Mullinax. I got a 50-1. I'm probably going to bet him every single swing season that he plays in. Like straight up, like I don't care at all. I think this is a great spot for him. Again, is it likely that Trey Mullinax is going to win 2 times within 3 months? Probably not. But I do think that this is a pretty good course for him. He played well here last year, 4th place finish. He's obviously elite off the tee. Maybe he peaked a little bit. He probably did peak. You know, he had that really good run where he won and then had a bunch of good finishes, played well at the BMW when he was super chalk. Like, he might have peaked. I'm not putting that past anyone. But you get him in this area of the country. You get him on Bermuda. Trey Mullinax, 50-1. People got a lot better numbers. He's like 40 right now. That sucks. That's not really a good number. But, yeah, he's who I want to bet here. Trey Mullinax, you know, I'm going to bet him. Like, he's going to be popular every week. Like, he's not most tips. So, like, whatever. I can do whatever I want. So, yeah, I like Trey. Right. This is a pure tail. Like, I'm tailing the boys on D-Trey.
Yeah, I like D-Trey a lot. I've been at.
Why aren't you betting him? Like, he's not even like it. Like, it's Thomas D-Trey. Like, he's not that popular.
No comment. I'll just move on.
No. Why aren't you betting him? Like, I can't. You came on my show. Tell me why you didn't bet Thomas D-Trey.
Watch what happens when he gets the lead. Just that's what he won't. I don't want.
Do you know Thomas D-Trey?
Like personally, no. I'm not.
Is he like one of your guys?
He is. I look at him as. Remember Tony Finau before he won the Northern Trust? That's Thomas D-Trey in my eyes.
Just a lot of close calls can't close. I mean, but isn't a winner a loser that tries a lot?
No. Whatever you want to make, whatever you want to say, whatever analogy you want to make.
Didn't Tony Finau say something like that? Intern, pull that up.
Said. No, Thomas D-Trey's cool. Fighting Illini.
Okay, so you like I can bet him because he's number 1 in DG's bottle. Andy and John are betting him. That's enough for me. Like I'm
telling the boys.
Telling the boys. Like vibing with the boys. Like let's just do it. Like
he's gonna finish 19 this week. He's gonna finish 19th.
Okay. I mean I'm down. One thing about this week, I will not have 19 units on my placement card. I just want to get that out there. I will not be betting 19 units on a placement card. I won't be doing that. I'm going to bet my outrights and like that's it. Like I don't even know if I'm going to play DFS this week. I'm betting outrights a little bit less, like maybe to win like $2,000, like something like that. Like, you know, just because I'm gonna hit one, so like I don't want it to be like not that much, but I'm also not trying to like
Just want
bet
a little bit.
have because like I
Yeah.
don't have that B-roll anymore. It's tough. Grio, like straight up, shout out Byron, shout out Model. He's in the chat. He's watching. Like, I appreciate you because I don't need to tell you you're a DGen because you are, because it's the fucking Sanderson Farms. But Grio, like shouting you out, like that's pretty sick. Like,
You mean elite putter Emiliano Grillo?
like elite putter. Like, where was he on the President's Cup? Like,
That's why he's doing good, because he's got beef.
Little
There's beef.
motivation factor.
Yeah,
like
I
feels
like that Grillo
slighted.
call. I like that Grillo call.
Grio's a good bet. Maybe I'll get there. Like, we have to see. But yeah, shout out Byron. Go check out his stuff. He's the boy. South African. He had like 4 hole-in-ones.
Something like that.
Just like legit. The boy, people are betting Harris English. Okay. Is he healthy? Not sure. Shammy Powell, that number's wrong. Like, my numbers have him at like 40-1, like 50-1. Like my models and my numbers, like that number's off. Has he really been that bad? Like, I was betting Shammy Powell at like 40-1. Like, at the
dude, I missed the Shammy Powell days when he was like the guy were sick, because he was always in contention, but he's kind of lost it. He doesn't have a top 10 since the PGA and the US Open. It was 12th and 9th, but besides that, it's been pretty rough.
Okay, so like
no difficult conditions guy.
Only bet him on difficult conditions. So we're out on Shammy Powell. Like, sick guy, like the boy, like no beef with him, but yeah, I'm out on Shammy
no
Powell.
Pebble comp here.
One of our good boys, like one of my favorite golfers, a great nickname, Windy C.
Are you on him this week?
I don't know. I feel like I kind of have to bet him because like I played him and bet him so much.
Yeah, Windy C's cool.
Like Windy C, like we invented him. I mean, I think that's
will the putter get hot? Some are saying he's the best Oregon Duck since Marcus Mariota.
The numbers don't look good. He's lost on approach in 4 straight.
Yeah, no, it's Kenny. I know that's why I said Kenny putt it. Like, if he's got to have
he gained 7.7 strokes putting last week.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be all driver putter.
So then it would be like, can he hit the ball well?
No, I'm saying he's not gonna hit the ball well. He's gonna he's got to gain 11 strokes putting. It's gonna be Rory McIlroy at Summit Club vibes, like driver gain 5 strokes driving and gain 10 strokes putting. Like, he's just gonna lose on approach.
Like, I don't like
that's how he's built. He's a driver putter guy.
I don't even think it's like I've been on Windy C so much, like it would suck if he wins. Like, he's not winning.
I think he could win. I'm not betting him, but I think he could win.
I think I'm out on Windy C. You're betting Chris Kirk.
Yeah.
66-1. Honestly,
good number. Yeah, that's the reason I did that. Chris Kirk the last few seasons has burned me so much in the swing season, but I just can't get away from him in these like types of events. Like, I feel like he's got as high as a ceiling as anyone in this field. He's won. You know who won this event the year before Scott Stallings? Chris Kirk.
People win events 10 years apart.
So yeah, Morton Laird. Chris Kirk. So great on these wedges. And he's got decent course history in the past. Good number. That's really all I'm going to say. I'm not going to be like, this is the guy you have to bet. It's not that deep. I kind of just like the number. And I like
ever heard of fucking Max Homa at the Wells Fargo? Good
ever
number.
Heard
Guy
of
wins.
It?
Pretty sure that fucking cash, bro. I was
pretty sure.
Okay, this is a weird thing. Wait, this is a weird thing. I went to 3 golf tournaments this year. I went to the Wells Fargo, I went to the Travelers, and I went to the BMW. I feel like I had the best time on Sunday at the Wells Fargo, and it wasn't even close.
Were you with me the whole time?
Yes. Like, I feel like that was a vibe. Like, I don't know why. I had no money on it.
It's because all the inside jokes we were ripping. Because James Hahn was creeping. We were like, Barbasol comp. Duh.
No, I think it was just because like they weren't. Honestly, I think it was just because like they're like the least amount of people were like following that group.
Yeah.
Like I felt like we had really close insight into the final group, and it was truly like a 2-man race.
Yeah.
It was a vibey day. Like, I wasn't even boozing. Like,
no, it was like it was raining.
I wish that I was going back there because I think I also like fucking love DC. Like I love DC. Like it's a vibey city. There's some clubs I like to go to. Like, it was just a vibey weekend, low key.
Should have came to 1,000.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, Chris Kirk, good number. Bet it.
Chris Kirk, good number. Bet it. Yeah, not that
Like,
deep. It's not
it's like
don't
truly not
bet the
that
number.
deep. Like,
Yeah.
Bet the number. Bet the number. I didn't miss. Okay, you only have Will Gordon left. See, this is where like I don't know if I'm gonna be like, oh, like I have like X amount to wager. Like no, I might just bet like a few guys. Like I'm not trying to like over kind of expose myself. Like I don't. Again, this is me. I don't know if it's a meaningless stat. Like no one's won over 50-1 since Billy Ho at the Memorial.
That's actually is that true?
Yeah.
That is insane.
Well, I guess it depends on the posted number.
No, that was definitely about that. That was like 60, right? 60, 70?
I mean, we're posting closed. I don't know.
Oh, I think some guys got him in this like 65, 70 range, but that's still crazy though. That's still crazy.
Like the favorites have like kind of been crushing. So like to like go down here and be like, yeah, like Joey B, like Benny on, like they can win. Like I don't really think so. I don't really think they can win. But like Luke List is 40-1 on PointsBet. I'm OG. I want to check that out.
IGP.
Check out IGP this week. Interview with his caddy. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really insightful to, get into the head of a caddy of a PGA Tour player, because at the end of the day, we're all trying to like project and see what they do. And I thought he gave some really good insights. So shout out Andy, shout out IGP. Andy, sponsors the pod. He funds a lot of what we do here. So
he does.
He's just a good guy.
Great friend.
So
great friend.
Hubbard always play him in DraftKings top 20. Hubbard 90-1. Might bet it. I like Hubbard. I'm gonna bet him every week. I'm gonna bet him in the swing season. I'm down. Remember when people were betting Nick Hardy at like 40-1 at the John Deere?
Yeah, I bet him 100-1 last week, and I'm not.
Yeah, he's 100. He's like 100-1 now. Like that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
like that's kind of a big drop.
Mm-hmm. He was like the chalk of the week for 2 weeks.
I like 40-1, and now he's 100-1. Someone who like truly, it's like actually like go on Fantasy National or go on Good and like look like Joel Damon fell off a fucking cliff.
And you know what day it was?
The U.S. Open.
No.
What?
Yes, since the U.S. Open. Since he was leading at 9 under at the Wells Fargo on Friday and shot like a 55 on the back nine. Dude, remember, really? It wasn't a 55. It was like a 44 on the back nine. He was 9 under at the Wells Fargo on Friday afternoon. Me and you were following him.
He went 64, 75, 76, 73 there. And that's tough. But no, like I just want to point this out. Like no beef to Joel Damon. Like I'm sure you're a great guy. 10th at the U.S. Open. Like was literally leading. He's gone 69th, miscut, 81st, miscut. As lost and approaching every single one. What happened there with Joey D? Like that's not a vibe.
Yeah, not a vibe. Do not bet Joel Damon.
Because I was like, why is he like 130-1? Is like, oh well, he's been pretty bad.
Real bad. It's been
it's
been bad.
It's been a tough scene for Joey D. Your last guy that you're betting, I trust you. I'm sure it's a good bet. I know you like the bottom of the board. I might tail, throw $20 on it. Willie G. Will Gordon.
Yeah, I like Will Gordon. He has not lost strokes since the Price Cutter Charity Open in the Corn Ferry Tour. Then since then he went fifth, first, 26th, and then he made his first cut on the PGA Tour where he gained 6.2 strokes ball striking. Now he comes back to Jackson, Mississippi. He's a Vanderbilt guy. This feels like an SEC rivalry game. I feel like Will Gordon is gearing up for this SEC matchup. So I like him to get.
He's long off the tee.
Yeah, he is long off the tee. And he's just an absolute ball striker. And he should be comfortable on these surfaces. He's from this area. He lost 4.3 strokes around the green last week.
Yeah, I'm like looking, like, how did he come in 39th? Like, he gained like over 6 strokes ball striking. And
It might have
like
been a
game
Austin
2.
Eckert level chipping performance from Willie G last week, but I don't think he's that bad at chipping as Austin
Yeah, you
Eckert
know your
was.
guys.
I know my guys.
Like
So
Willie G can get it up and down.
yeah, everyone knows it. Yeah, Willie G can get it up and down.
Okay. No, I mean, like, yeah. I
130 to
mean,
1, like whatever. They'll
like,
do
yeah,
whatever.
it's like 0.6 units or something. It's not that. It's not that.
Point nothing.
I might put him in DraftKings lineup.
Yeah,
Like this
definitely do that.
is this is what we're doing. Like next
San
week,
Diego,
Shriners. Like I'm gonna try and
it'll get better
Shriners
every week.
field. Like this is like I'm trying to get my this is unprofessional, but I'm trying to find the Shriners Hospital field. That's the tournament next week, correct?
Yep. Good thing Matt Wolf's not there because he would have won. Like
That's
literally
true.
would have won.
Not a good sign. There's nothing up. Usually they have like the committed. No, but I just I want to get myself hyped. Like I want the Shriners was like a pretty good event last year.
Hey, look, there's a London game on Sunday. That's all you got to look forward to. Take the Vikings -2.5.
You like the let's talk some NFL. Let's talk some NFL. I said we're doing a short pod tonight. We're back. Couple hundreds deep.
NFL week 4.
Thursday night, like the line makes no sense. Like
yes, it
the
does.
line makes no
Dude,
sense.
you don't know how football
So you
works.
take the Bengals. The Bengals. Like
yes.
that, but I have to
bet
it. The line, like it's not even like, oh, it's like so obvious that the line makes no sense. It's like it's not even like, oh, the Bengals are a slam dunk. I mean, the Dolphins are a slam dunk play. It's almost like the line makes so little sense that it's like you legitimately have to bet the Bengals.
I agree with the Bengals, but I don't think the line makes no sense. If I was because every week I make the lines like pre like I do it myself and see where the disparity is. I made it Bengals -2.5. Like, dude, off of that massive win versus the Bills on the road, short week against
valid. Like you fade teams off big wins,
unless they're the Eagles, because they're the greatest team, I guess.
But like the Bengals have legitimately beaten the Jets.
They've legitimately beaten the Jets, and they've lost to teams with elite defensive fronts. Because
who have they lost to?
The Cowboys, and week 1 they lost to the Steelers with TJ Watt, who is the two best defensive players in the league.
It's truly like the ultimate, like the line makes no sense. You bet the other side, and that's fine. And like that, I'm okay with that.
Like the Colts Chiefs last week.
No,
I guess that's what people are saying. People were saying this is a hammer.
No,
they're
-4 now. Like I understand that
Bengals.
I understand the NFL. Like I get I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, the fucking Dolphins they're 3-0, like they just beat the Bills like +4, like it's a slam dunk play. Like I'm not gonna say that. It's just the line makes no sense. It's just odd to me, and it's just really sticks out. And then the other game where the line makes no sense is this line even makes less sense.
What is it?
How are the Niners -2 against the Rams?
They are? Isn't that
yes.
Wait? Is that in LA? Or is it
it's in SF.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, we know the history between those two coaches. McVay is just owned. Just like McVay owns Kingsbury, it's the other way around.
Like the Rams aren't even like off a big win.
Oh.
I'm not betting the Dolphins. I am betting the Rams. I feel too strongly about it not to.
I agree with you.
I'm betting the Rams +2. Like I'm not even going to be like, oh, the line makes no sense. Bet the Niners. No, it truly like that's just wrong. But yeah, every single like sharp person is on the Bengals. It's slam dunk play. Like understand that. Like that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
No problem with it. Like
I didn't bet it, but I didn't bet it. I think the line checks out, and I feel like it will at least be very close to. It might be like a late cover either way. I do think the line checks out. That was what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm passing that game though at least for now. The only plays I have is the Vikings and
Yeah, who do you like? Who do you like this week?
I bet the Vikings and Colts. That's it. The Vikings and the Vikings and Saints line when I came out, it felt like it was priced as if the game was in New Orleans and like they didn't realize that it was at a neutral site. So, maybe they just made it a little shorter because both teams have travel. So I don't know. I think that line should be more towards 4-5, especially with the injured Saints offense.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Vikings are not like the Vikings are going to win some games. It seems.
And my thing is, it just feels like everyone's going to be sleeping in on Sunday morning, and you're going to wake up to like Kirk having a massive game, and you're like, oh, of course he does it when no one's watching.
He's in fucking London. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
that play. I'll tell.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Bills, big loss. Take a team -3.5 against the Ravens. Over's pretty high. That's.
Hostile
like over. Kind of like the over in that game.
Yeah, I like the over. I would play the over.
But again, that's why I don't really like totals. I bet them on primetime games. But like, and most games that like seem like an over game don't turn out that way, and they usually have high totals for a reason. The Ravens are solidifying themselves as an over team this year. They've put up a lot of points in their past 2 games. I think 30 plus in their last 2. Both their last games flew over. The Bills are an over team. Maybe tease it.
Want to know what my thing is with the Bills, and which I'm interested to see. I'm not gonna touch it because this is a big wait and see for me. Last year, I know you're a Bills fan. You probably watched a lot of the Bills games last year. They had ups and downs last year, but whenever they'd have a bad week, Brian Dable would have them in a whole new set the next week, and it'd look like a new offense. And I don't know if Ken Dorsey's just gonna do that with the Bills because Dable was awesome with switching it up last year when it wasn't working. And it clearly didn't work last week. The Miami Dolphins defense they stopped Allen. They kept everything in front of them. And the Ravens have a good defense as well. So I don't know if they're going to come out in something new, try to do a little bit of new things, maybe try to run the ball a little bit more. But I'd rather wait and see than be like, all right, hammer the Bills off of a loss. But in Baltimore, that's a hostile environment. That's a tough place to play. So
I agree. I think it would be I'm with you. I think it's probably a tough game. The Ravens are pretty good. I think the Ravens are a pretty good team. Eagles obviously cover. They're the best team in the NFL. We all know this.
Eagles, Packers, 7-point teaser. I don't know how that loses. It's going to lose now. That's my biggest bet of the season.
So
it's my biggest bet of the season.
Eagles
pick them.
Packers -3.
Don't know how that loses.
Yeah.
That's literally my biggest bet of the NFL season.
Okay, I love it. Always fade the Jets. Steelers -3.5. That's an easy one. No. Are the Raiders like bad?
They have played 3 amazing halves and 3 horrendous halves.
Okay.
So I don't know.
The Broncos off a primetime win, you fade. Again,
what's the spread there?
I thought it's 2.5. I thought Raiders last week slam play. That was one where I was like, this line makes no sense. Slam the Raiders. That lost. But, I think that people are just going to keep betting the Raiders. It's like betting Zal. It's like you just keep betting until they win. So right. I might get there with the Raiders. Packers -10. They're due for a big win. Patriots suck. Mac Jones is out. I don't know who their backup is.
Before that teaser makes a lot of sense. The Packers are going to be 7-1.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I the Eagles are going to lose a game.
Yeah, and I don't know if
Jacksonville's pretty good.
Game. Jacksonville is good, and I was high on them to begin the season, and I just don't think
you already do you have a clip? Can you?
Yeah, it's actually with Mayo too, so I might post it.
No bullshit. I watched parts of that, and I kind of remember. I think you said that.
No, I did. I wouldn't lie. Yeah, I did.
Wow, pretty sick.
No. It's just I still think have an elite offense. I don't see their defense being able to stop this firepower that Jalen Hurts.
Okay,
Jalen Hurts might be in for a historic season. What we've seen in the past first 3 weeks. If that keeps up, and I don't think Jacksonville is the defense to do it. They do have the offense to maybe go tit for tat with them, but I don't know.
Over eye emoji.
Over eye emoji. What's the total?
48. I have it at 51, so we got some points of value there.
Yeah.
That
Plus
could
it.
be
Plus it.
a play. Sunday night game, Bucks Chiefs. Chiefs -2, Bucks +2.
But it's in Tampa, right?
It's in Tampa.
The game's gonna get
There's
canceled.
a hurricane.
Yeah.
I think it's happening like right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how, but yeah,
I'm driving to South Carolina. I'm driving to South Carolina on Thursday. I'm kind of worried. I don't know if it's gonna get up that far though.
What are you doing in South Carolina?
Coastal Carolina, baby vibes.
You're going to the Coastal Carolina game.
Correct. On
Who are they
yes, on Saturday.
playing?
Georgia Southern.
Are they gonna win?
They're 10-point favorites. I'm not confident in that. No.
Okay. So you lean Georgia Southern.
Plus 10. Not gonna bet it, but yeah.
Yeah. I love me some college football. You know that I'm huge. It seems like a low total in Chiefs Bucks. It seems like an over game. It's 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, if you were truly like listening to this podcast right now, like I love you, like you're a great guy, and like I don't like you're a degenerate, and like you appreciate TIB, and that means the world to me. DMs again have been flooded with people, missing TIB, being recognized on the street, talking to random people. Oh,
peak with vibes, baby.
TIB, like you're Brian Kirshner from TIB. It's like, yeah. So we've built something here, and we're just trying to maintain it through the swing season, and like maybe hit like one winner. But yeah, and how do you where we were like early on Scott, like I don't know if I could have Scott on the pod now because like now everyone's having Scott on their pod.
Yeah.
Like it's Scott, like if I did it now, it would be like, oh, like I'm like it's like no, like Scott and I are actually boys.
Scott and I might have something cooking for within the next few weeks. It's in the works.
Like starting a pod.
We might have a little something cooking. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll ask him about it. But yeah, everyone have a great night. Follow Matt on his platforms. Watch him on PointsBet. I mean,
I work for PointsBet with me, Paige and I. We do a show together.
Paige, him and Dom put out a great show. I would like a football show with you guys. Dom, if you're watching, super sharp fantasy football guy. I think you're 0-3 in our league. So what's that? Like your team sucks. Like what's that about? You don't know dick. Fantasy football is all luck. So I just want to kind of put that out there. You can tell him that tomorrow night.
I will.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. I'll see you soon. Hopefully we could, maybe go out in the city or play some golf.
Yeah. I'll be in LA in a few weeks, so for sure.
So everyone have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Peace
out.
I
don't know who I'm having on. If you have any recommendations, let me know.
Have Jers on.